And now we are on number 3. My goodness. Can I see my face? That is the question. Because at the moment, all I can see is a lovely picture of myself, but that's not actually what I want you guys to see. So we're going to try something here to share my screen and then share my me. Let's see if that switches it around. Okay, so let's try this again. So number 3. So number 1, we talked about creating. Number 2 is connecting. And now number 3 is clarity or calling or whatever you want to call it here. Calling for me, it's knowing your true design, knowing what you are here on this planet to do, knowing what your life looks like, okay? Because you do have a true design. Yep, it affects your whole life, so it's not just your work. Daily take the time. If you are going to, because, I lived a very passive, this is what my parents told me to do life for a very long time. I just kind of went along with whatever whatever my parents or anybody told me that's the way to do life, okay? I had to wake up to the fact that this is my life. I get to choose how it looks. So daily, I started taking the time to write out my goals, write out what I wanted out of the life that what life did I desire? I had to take the time to write that stuff out, okay? And you will have to do that too, to picture it, see yourself living that life, really project yourself into like the future you, and start now to be that person. Feel the feelings of what it will be like to be there already. That is you building your faith, okay? And I know it can seem pointless at times when you have so much to do in your current existence, but all of that activity that you're doing right now is not taking you where you want to go. So consider doing things differently. Take the time to figure out, what am I about? What am I about? See the end from the beginning right now, okay? Really feel into it. Refocus yourself, or else you'll keep going off on tangent. You'll keep being used and abused by everybody else in your life, because ultimately, if you don't know where you're going, somebody will take you where they want you to go. The divine is seeking expression through you. So on your true path, you will feel at peace and you'll feel at home with yourself. So that's number 3. Is get clear on what it is that you want, what it is that your life is to be about. Stop leaving it to chance. Stop leaving it to chance, my loves. Okay? So number 4, clean and clear. There are certain myths that need to be cleared out of you, such as the fact that I've already mentioned this, the whole idea that working harder and longer is somehow going to make your whole life better. It doesn't always work, and you've seen that. The whole praying, fasting, tithing, giving, or affirming harder and longer is somehow going to just manifest money for you. That alone will never work. You know this, and yet as spiritual people, there's sometimes a tendency to fall into this whole magical, if I just stay here in one place forever, everything will just change. And listen, there's sometimes a time for that, but there's always going to be a combination of doing the spiritual stuff with the practical stuff. And we need to get rid of some of these myths, or even a myth of more and more qualifications will make me more confident, will make me more ready, or make things work out better. It doesn't work. Forever you're preparing and you're never really launching anything. It doesn't work that way. It won't work. Or the idea that more money is going to save you. No, if you haven't learned how to use money in the way that you would like to, no matter how much money you get, you'll somehow get rid of it as quickly as you got it. Or the myth that if you follow a really strict budget and cut all the expenses and tighten your belt so tight, then you'll suddenly have lots more money. That doesn't work for most people. It probably won't work for you. If anything, you'll do it for a little bit, and then your willpower run out, and then you'll go out and splurge and spend all the money anyway, basically. Or another myth is that if I just pay off all my debt, my money problems will go away. No, if you haven't actually handled the reason why you got into debt in the first place, you'll just keep creating debt over and over and over again. And frankly, there's no excitement. I say this quite a lot. There's no excitement in data or making money, just give it all away. So most people can't do that. You just can't, because if you're telling yourself, I just need to pay off my debt. Once I pay off my debts and everything, then I can live my life. You won't, because it's like, I'm going to make all this money so I can give it to somebody else, and I'm supposed to get excited about that. You always believe. And if you're trying to, if you're working from that foundation, you'll keep creating issues in your life and you won't be getting anywhere near where you would like to go. Okay? So